Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Throw Zone. I'm your host, Big Kev. Today, we got Buh Nation, also known as Cade. We got Max. We don't have any names that are allowed to be said on this podcast for him, so we got Max. And then we got Zim, but you might know him as Henry, or as Cutie Pie on the No Context Throws page, you know. But yeah, so we got the boys in for the podcast today. Just real quick, I just want to thank a couple of our sponsors here. I'd like to thank Lincoln Microphone for supplying the microphones. Go check them out, link in bio. Save 50% if you purchase with Bitcoin. And so use that option, save some money, you know. But we also want to thank Schubert Cattle and Farms, LLC, if you're in need of any beef. So yeah, beef. If you want to be big like Henry, send us a DM, and we would be happy to get you set up on a good deal on half a cow or whatever you need. And then finally, I'd like to give a shout out to Throws Pro. If you're looking to get some new equipment to start your season off, use discount Throw Zone to save some money and get some high quality equipment. But
shout out to the sponsors, man. Shout out.
Yeah, so we got the fellas in the world headquarters here today, and unfortunately Henry's wearing a shirt. So if you're listening to this, you're not missing out. So yeah, but no. We've had some DMs on some fun topics to cover, what people are interested in hearing. And so I thought, what better group of fellas to have in than these guys. So thank you for coming out. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, man. It's an honor. It's an honor
to be here. We had some bonus footage. Max was still sleeping, so we had to go kick his door down. And so shout out to P-Train for the garage code to get in and all that.
I thought I was being robbed when I woke up.
Yeah, Max was in bed sleeping.
I just heard freaking 6 feet just above my head, just stomping away. Kevin, I knew one of them was Kevin at least, but
yeah, the ground below knows who I am. One thing people are kind of interested about, everyone talks about like good days of practice or like fun days of practice, but like what would you guys say would be like the worst day of practice? It might not even be something technical. Like for me, I'd say the worst day of practice had to be any time we had to do a 20-minute stadium stair run.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's pretty universal. It's just the cardio. Like anytime we have to run or do any of that kind of stuff, that's usually the worst day.
Well, the worst was we did the 20-minute stadiums like at 6:30 in the morning, like before the day even started.
Yeah,
we did them at 7. My first year here, we did them at like 7 in the morning, 20-minute stadium runs, and then I'd have to go to class after that. I have to go to practice, and then I'd have to lift, and I was dead.
Do you remember like having to like stand on like your tiptoes after, and your legs would just be like?
No, I actually I'll put that video in there. Yeah, I have a video of Max, and it's him leaning on a rail, catching his breath afterwards, and Max is like, "Look, I'm vibrating," and Max is standing there just tanking.
I remember like. Just like Maddie was, she was on the clock. She was having us go, and I remember like everything started to get like darker, and I'm like, "Is this what like blacking out is like?" And I was like, I just stopped moving, and I was like, my vision was gone, and then she blew the whistle, and I just laid down and then came back to it. Do you remember the time where I was laying down on like the ground and like I like fell asleep or something like that? I was laying there and then took a picture around me. This was after you were gone, I think.
I have a picture of you sleeping at practice on the floor, actually. I'll have to find all sorts of stuff.
What was the day that someone was late and they had to do like the ab circuit on the feet?
Yeah, dude, that was me actually. Yeah.
That was bad. She made Cammy and myself write the workout.
Yeah,
that was the worst position to be in ever.
I remember I was complaining about the workout so much until I figured out that I was one of the who was we had to do. I was like, oh no, this is easy.
Well, I remember we had to do that one time. Henry was late, and we had to.
That was crazy.
We had to do a bunch of core.
Ashlina and I were both late.
Oh yeah,
it was the day.
Why is it always Axelina?
Because Axelina redshirted, but the NCAA group had gotten in like 5 a.m. the day before, and it was like we showed up at 3:30.
Yeah,
and it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, no. I think any time where I see like 6 sets of 10 on back squat or the fall, I think that was a bad day.
That was tough.
That's what I'm going through right now, man.
Yeah, I remember one day we had to go throw in the what is it called, the Hawks or no?
Yeah, that's the indoor football.
The rec?
Yeah, what's that called?
Yeah, it's the Hawks.
Wait, the cook.
Yeah, what am I thinking?
We throw at the rec indoor.
Wrong field.
And we had to do like sled pushes, and it was only like 6 reps or something like that. and we only had to push it like 30 yards, down the back. It was
Yeah.
like 1 or something like that. And me and Jonah were getting done with practice, and we were throwing. We see Kalen just like piecing these out, and Kalen was like on the ground, laying on our back, tired after that. And we're like, "Oh crap!" Because you see Kalen like that,
You know
you're
it's
getting
rough.
pounded.
You know it's rough.
She has the most crazy conditioning of anyone I've ever met.
Oh,
And we didn't even get every rep done. Like Justin told us, all right, be done at 5. That's how you know we were dead. Like we could not push those things anymore. And then we were like laying on the ground.
man.
He's very proud.
I remember like those little rubber pellets from the tar. Like
Yeah, from the turf. Yeah, that's one thing. You feel like Instagram, they only show like, oh, look at this guy, he had a good throw, and then like, there's not really like the blooper reels and stuff like that.
yeah.
No,
Like,
no blooper reels of Henry, 2 hands on both my cheeks, pushing me up the stairs at Memorial Stadium.
You more
No
footage or
video of
something like
that.
We need it.
no context throws. If you're watching this, I know that's some content you're probably missing out on.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Double, full hands hold
7
cheeks.
a.m.
7 a.m.
Shoots in there, just up Memorial Stadium. That's a clip right there.
I remember having to do those for
Your
We didn't
hip, right?
one
Last year.
Because when you got hit by a car,
No,
that
and then-
made the time. where you-
I think it's because I had hip surgery. Yeah, I didn't do
No,
it. Like
this last year we didn't do it.
I got a story,
yeah, but then the year before that.
Max.
And the year before.
This is the first week here. First day of school, a whole new throw group. Max had his moped, and then there was this picture in the chat that said 10 screenshots, and I'll hit him. And then 2 hours later, we find out that Max got hit by a car.
Yeah, it was Taylor Latimer. She sends a picture of me on the moped. I just look dumb as heck because, my big back and the tiny bike. But she sent one screenshot. I'll T-bone him. And Nick Ronfeld screenshotted it.
Of course it would.
And I'm sure other people did too. But yeah, later that day, I got.
Hit by a car.
Technically, I T-boned him.
Yeah.
He pulled out in front of me, and I didn't have time to slow down, so I did him.
You got some good money there, though.
Yeah.
He ran a stop sign, right?
No, he just turned right in front of me. So, like, how you have the middle turn lane?
Yeah.
So he gets in there, he stops, I'm coming this way. And then right at the last second, he decides to go. And I tried to hit the brakes, and I got the speed wobbles, and boom, I hit the back. His back right tire and flew over his
So have you ever thought about riding a moped again after that? Or is that going
no, yeah, that's done. Yeah, no.
So
The bigger you are, the harder you fall off of a moped, too, is what I learned. So,
No, I remember that day because I think it was like Elliot's birthday or Marika's birthday or someone on the team's birthday, and we were going out to some restaurant to get burgers, and then they're like, "Oh, Max just got hit by a car," and I'm like, "Should we
yeah, I
go like?"
remember I was on the pain meds, and we just met. Like, we knew each other somewhat, but I just met Marika and Nick, Elliot, you. And all of a sudden, I'm on these pain meds, just laying in bed, and then I'm resting. I look up, and all of you are just around my bed in my room. And I'm just like, God, what's up, guys?
Welcome back.
Dude,
I don't remember what's
I was in
going
the
on.
union getting my ID set up. I just see Max and his mom, and Max is slinged up. It's like, hey, man. It's like,
Yeah, I
"Dude."
had the wraps on me from the road rash too. Yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah, no, but you're quite a trooper. You threw with the sling on for that first 4 months.
I just got but there's nothing to do here, it was school, and then I came here to train, and I couldn't train for a while. So I remember I was out there just taking stand throws, and one of the trainers at the time had to come out and tell me to stop. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, it's fine, But I just really wanted to get back into it.
Yeah. No, I'm fortunate enough. I haven't really had any of those crazy injuries like that.
Yeah, your eyes just get bloodshot red.
Yeah. Yeah, no, shortly after that, we had our max outs, and that was when I hit my max squat, I guess lifetime PR. I don't really have any plans on attempting anything like that anytime soon. But no, all the little blood vessels in my eyes blew up, and so my
That's
eyes were just
crazy.
red.
I can't think of anything more impressive than your
That's
lifting
fun.
abilities in college and that. Like your ability to not get hurt and still just pound your body day after day like that. Full range of motion on everything,
Well, I think whole milk being a heavy part of my diet affected that. Strong bones.
That's insane.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, it also helped that we had all of our little snacks.
Rice Krispie treats.
Oh yeah, Rice Krispie
Breakfast.
treats.
Was it 765 that you
That
squatted?
was 765,
Yeah.
and
The grass, man. That was
yeah.
crazy.
no, that's probably one of my favorite lifts. I I think that's the reason why I haven't been allowed to max out ever since then. 'Cause I like had my hip bother me right after.
Yeah, we could tell you maxed out for a month after that. Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember after doing it, we had like we had an ab circuit we had to do because we didn't throw, so we just had to do abs. And I remember just laying on the turf, just trying to like flutter kick or do whatever, and I'm just like hanging in there. And all those little blood vessels. I've only had this happen one other time, but after that lift, it looks like you have like freckles everywhere from all the.
That happened.
Yeah.
Like right down here.
Yeah, it was like all over my chest.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I'm like, wow, hopefully we make it through this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like the fact that you were able to like fully train all season too, and then go out there and squat 765 to the point where your blood vessels are breaking in your eyes, and then have to do abs right after that, and then the next day you went out there and threw or did something again or max out bench.
I think we actually played spike ball after that day.
Yeah. That was crazy.
And then there's Cade over here who just sprains his ankle and chance to go.
Yeah, right. It's happened twice. Once.
First time was playing catch with a kid outside of the football game.
That is true. I had a grade 3 ankle sprain. Completely tore it.
That was tough.
I was back in 2 months.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy, just random injuries that would pop up from people.
No, 100%.
Actually, when she tore
You're
her hamstring.
consistently one of those
Always
guys.
injured.
And then there's like,
Made it happen though.
what was a bad one? There was a bad injury that. Oh yeah, maybe it's too soon.
KO.
I feel like this is HEPA. We put
Yeah, I was trying to say this guy. This is too soon to talk
This
about,
is
but
crazy. He broke his foot, bro.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
I was there.
yeah.
That was
That was disgusting.
crazy.
That was tough.
No, we're kind of talking about like crazy performances and stuff like that. Outside of like a normal training, what do you think has been like the craziest thing you've seen like in the weight room or just a training in general? I know it's kind of a big question. I didn't really give you guys much time to think about that.
Kevin Schubert box squatting 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
if it's like anything you do,
No, I don't. No. We're not, we'll make the Kevin podcast another
Anything
time.
I will say this last year, one of the most surprising things where I'm like, holy crap, I did not think that was going to happen was Arthur snatching like 275.
That is
That
true.
was
Snatch a
impressive.
lot.
I did not think that. Like because he didn't get it. He didn't get it. And he
Sure.
might have not gotten it again. And then Justin walked there. St. Clair walks into the weight room and he gets it immediately.
It was like 5 attempts. Yeah.
It was so
I'll
crazy.
say my sophomore year, I was doing push press or maybe even like push jerk. Like I was using the full body and it was like 265. And I think I failed on like the 3rd rep and just dropped it. And then Chase came over and I was still like new to Chase. Bro just picked it up, like military pressed it twice and then racked it. And like cold approach, just racked it. I was like, oh my God. Chase is one of the craziest like dad strength dudes I've ever met.
He's so nonchalant. about
So
it, too.
nonchalant. Yeah.
And he's not even trying to like. He doesn't even show off. He just has no ego. He's just like, oh, I'm doing like cleans. I need to do front squats. Gotta move the bar up. Okay.
Yeah, like he just helped me re-rack. He didn't even, I don't even know if he knew I was watching, but he repped my working set, cold approach. I was like, that's just a different level of strength.
Yeah.
Last summer, I was here a lot last summer, and over the summer I benched 3 times a week. And he would bench with me almost every single day. And I was always just trying to keep up. Like, especially on like his incline bench is insane. He would just get up there, high incline, just start repping 315 easily.
It's crazy.
No warm up. He just like goes. It is insane. Chase is crazy.
Oh yeah. No, just got even outside of lifting. I think the craziest thing I've ever seen. My freshman year, you guys were either in high school or at other schools all over the country.
Was your freshman year?
2019 in the fall.
I might have been in 8th grade. No, I was a freshman.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm not that much. No, I'm not.
I was a freshman in high school. 2019 to like 2020.
I was
Yeah.
18, but
That
I
was-
was also still in it.
You're probably a sophomore.
I graduated.
Oh, maybe I was.
I was in
No,
my 3rd year of age.
2019 in the fall
Yeah.
to 2020.
Yeah.
Maybe I was a sophomore then.
Something like. Anyways, but no, I came in and I thought I was so cool because I was fast in high school in gym class, and we were talking trash, and it was with Berger and another one of our throwers on how fast we could run a 40, and I was like, yeah, I could run a 4.8 40. And so we went out to tying 40s that day on the turf inside the Hawks, which is our indoor football stadium at Nebraska. And I ran, it was probably 5 something. It was terrible. I thought when I ran a 4.840, it was like 30 pounds lighter. So I felt like that same speed, except I wasn't moving as fast.
Yeah.
Like the same power. I look over, here's Berger. No socks, no shoes, no nothing. And Berger ran a 4.8 or a 4.7 using the video timing when he first twitches to crossing the line. And it was right around 4.8 or lower. And he was barefoot on the turf.
Damn.
And he just was just like, whatever.
Didn't he grow up barefoot though, or something like that?
Yeah, Berger did talk about he spent a lot of his life barefoot.
Yeah, I think he prefers it that way.
I wouldn't
Talking about Berger, the dude needs to get back into throwing shot put.
Yeah, dude, he's throwing the 20-pound shot like
22 pound.
2-pound
almost
rock,
60 feet.
50.
He had a 52 with the stone.
Stand throw, right?
Yeah, stand through
He
only.
did a full throw one, and it was almost like 60 feet.
In Highland games, they have a 16-pound rock, and Berger threw that, I think, 64.
Pro. I don't know why.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I think Berger has a comp coming up. I believe next week. I think I'm going to.
Another
Like a
one.
Highland Games comp? Or-
Yeah, I was going to compete too. My elbow's messed up. Yeah, stay away from Panda Express. That hurts you. Yeah, I had a strongman comp in May, and right after that got done, I was just dead. Felt great. Reached for Panda Express, and I felt a pop and all sorts of bad things happen in my elbow. And now I can't shoot a basketball. I tried the other day, and I probably went 3 for 300, which is about 5 less than normal.
It's not bad, dude.
But I tried to show some high school kids how to do a stand throw and flicked it about 35 feet, and my elbow popped. And so we're on the up and up, but maybe I'll have to join Berger and throw a healthy bowl.
Did you get the Burgers like mock comp thing they did the other day?
I did not.
I really wanted to go, but I think I had coaching or something.
Yeah,
Come
maybe.
to think of it, sorry, I'm still thinking about the weight room. Peyton behind the head, like pushed her 505. That was crazy.
I thought I did more than 505.
I think he's done more before.
That was like 545 for 3 or something crazy like that. But I don't know.
I don't know because he
if it-
posted it. He's like new batch squat, and then he just
Oh yeah,
pushed it over. I'm like, oh my god.
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Another thing that people were kind of interested in learning about is if you had like a pre-meet ritual for like a certain meal you like to eat typically.
Meal.
That's where we get Max involved. He knows the word meal.
Yeah. Do you keep it consistent when you compete? Like what you try to eat the day before?
Yeah, I used to be so paranoid. I was just like, oh, I PR made this like Chipotle. Maybe I eat a burrito again. And I always have my Rice Krispie treats. Like I always had probably between 4 to 8 of them in my bag for emergencies.
Emergency.
For me, I just wanted to make sure I ate enough, and it was something that wasn't gonna blow up the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. It was mostly carbs, like pasta. My dad always called me. My dad would always tell me the 3 Ps growing up. Like the day before a comp, you eat pizza, potatoes, or pasta. Just one of those 2, or one of those 3. For whatever reason, like he's like, that will give you the energy that you need. And so I've just always listened to that. Probably not pizza though. It's probably
I
not
do.
pizza, but
I would still do that.
I do either Longhorns or Roadhouse because those are the most common chains that we came across, and it's
True.
always like good like steak or burger, and then the bread.
That just gave me flashbacks of when we went to Longhorn together. We had a meet, and I don't want Henry to eat more than me. So Henry and I each ordered whatever the biggest steak was at Longhorn and a burger to go with it.
What meat was that?
I don't even know where we were. I can't. Probably Waco. Probably Baylor.
Yeah, that was bad. That was almost too much.
Yeah, no, that was a rough meet for me.
is that when you gave the breakdown multiple times?
What?
Do you remember that? The breakdown?
The
Sinclair,
breakdown?
Sinclair was having you do the go big.
Oh no! So
Red.
that was my god.
that Baylor?
That was Arizona State, and I didn't have in like open areas. Voice does not travel very far. And
We're just hoping these microphones could pick up the sound waves from Henry talking.
What's just so low?
I had my ears were clogged because I was like super had a terrible head cold, and Zach was literally giving me like Sudafed. I PR'd. It was a good meet, but I felt terrible, and I couldn't really hear. My ears were popped, and coach was like, "All right, Henry, break this down." And I was like, "All right, like go big red or something." And he's like, "Not good enough." And it was like an awkward amount. It was like 4 tries. It was bad.
Like, he wanted you to
Henry
scream.
He recorded the whole thing too. It was.
Well,
Like, you wanted
it's
to
hard to fake your voice being so deep if when you have to
I
like
know I
yell.
couldn't fake it, so I just had to do it 5 times.
No,
That was bad. Man.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember I wanted to leave. Like, I was like ready to go to the
I
bus, and Henry had to break
yeah, I
it
was
down
ready to
like 10
leave
times.
too. I couldn't. That was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, that Sinclair just messing.
I can't let him hear my real voice. It's so high.
yeah. No, don't worry, Henry. Your secret's safe with us. We're not gonna leak that on here. No, that same meet at Baylor. That was a 2-day meet. The shot was at the very end, and I didn't get to compete because it got
that's right.
rained
Got
out.
rained
Yeah,
out.
that sucked.
No, it was an unfortunate time. I remember being so tired. I got to the hotel, and then all the coaches like, Kevin, how was your vacation? You didn't get to do anything this weekend. So I did not enjoy that one bit. They kind of talking about like all the traveling and stuff like that. Where's been your favorite place you've had to compete? I guess I can kind of start. I don't mean to throw stuff out there, but I think for me, I really enjoyed Baylor. Besides that one time that it
Yeah.
just
popped in my
poured
head,
down.
too.
because it was always just so nice and warm, and it was really like green outside.
The hamburger area is not good. It's just dirt.
No, it's not even.
It's-
The range's not even. The sector's not even.
Yeah, there's 2
It
inches
could
to
be a
each other.
great spot though. I liked going there. It's just it was not ideal.
Shop at Rain is really nice. It's just range were really nice.
I really like this last year was Texas A&M.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I was gonna say A&M was just a good trip. Like we have good weather. Good,
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry probably has a lot of nice things to say about Texas.
I didn't like how you had to walk all over the place and
It was a lot of walking
Yeah,
at the
it's a
stadium,
lot.
but like the
Such a
actual
shot put.
the actual ring was nice. The rings were nice, and it was good weather both times we were there. So.
Honestly, I liked Arizona State was a good time. Like
Oh, also you.
That was
U
yeah.
of A, both
Arizona
Arizonas were good weather.
Well, I didn't want to say that. I wanted to be
It's
different.
the answer.
It's the
The answer's
Oregon.
Oregon. Like,
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Big
yeah.
Ten's-
That,
Big
that-
Ten's- Big Ten's was so much fun this last year.
but then Coeur d'Alene, Ironwood is
I
a
haven't
sick
been there.
area to throw.
Been there.
That's the first pro meet I did, the most recent pro meet I've done, and that was a really cool set.
that's where your PR is, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a good time.
do you think the elevation is the reason why it's a PR?
Honestly, no, I'm telling you, the air there was so much like cleaner. Like it just smelled like pine, and it was amazing. But yeah, that's the oxygen is why I PR'd for sure.
Yeah,
You should try Ramona.
Yeah, I need the hammer one.
the hammer win. Yeah, we have
You
connections.
like wind.
Caleb sealed. The owners only had one call away. Henry.
I don't want to go there.
I'll go.
No, I think next year I'm definitely gonna have to go out there. This year I couldn't make it out, but that's kind of a goal.
Not gonna lie, I don't like the idea of kind of having to do that if you're a discus thrower.
Well, you have to.
If you got people all over the world coming in just to make big teams at that meet, you kind of have to, or else
You have to go there.
Yeah.
You have to throw a remote if you want to throw.
it's tricky. It's a
To
tricky.
hit the world,
They got all
you
the-
have to hit the world standard at least, and then go to Oregon and throw 6 meters under what you
I know,
think
that's the
there,
thing too.
and
is There's
you make
plenty
the
of
team.
people that can't standard,
You get-
and then go to Ramona, and then they hit the standard.
Well, I think
The toughest thing is the standard's just going to get inflated.
There's
so
a few
the
Big Ten
standard's going
schools you
to
could
the
practice
standard's
in.
going to keep going up, and then
Yeah.
you're going to have to go to a place that's super woody to even hit the standard.
so. Does that just mean that other places can't do that too? Like I think like in Nebraska, we've had some days where like there's
Oh, yeah.
dirt and stuff. Like if we had the area mapped out that way,
Facility where you had rings wherever to.
Ramona was so scientifically calculated. Like when
Just a
they
big circle of rings. So you can,
well they did that too, but they mapped out the ring that the world record has been thrown in the last couple times. It was mapped out that was going to be the PR ring, and then they built
Yeah.
the left-handed ring for people like Henry and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't hate the idea. It's just tough that it's just going to inflate what is the world championship standard.
Yeah.
Because now the standard you're going to have to throw in these next couple of years is going to be 70 meters.
I think the old world record was thrown in some crazy wind like that.
I think it was. I think
Yeah.
the thing that's interesting is that to my understanding at least, and I don't have a degree in physics or anything, but from what I've seen, the conditions that the last 2 world records have been thrown in have been very similar to the world record previously before Alekna threw those. So it's really interesting that we can almost map out a way to just recreate the same situation over and over again.
Yeah.
So I think that's.
I
Pretty
wonder how far. Like, then that makes me wonder. Like, I wonder how far Roger Stone's 70-meter throw at the Olympics would have gone.
Yeah, no,
Was that Ramona or like Alekna, him throwing 72 meters in a stadium? Like, how far does that go?
That would be crazy.
Because you know that this 73 or the world record throw wasn't going to go anywhere without the wind. You know, it was so far out of the red sector.
yeah.
Barely brought back in the sector. You know, like yeah, I wonder, like what Cade said, like those big throws they have
what
in a
ifs,
stadium, like that catches wind.
That's crazy.
Because like, what does that look like for like the future of the sport too? Like, does it come down to like, this is like the place to be, or like we have one spot for like how far can we really see people throw?
I feel like there needs
Pretty
to be like
much, yeah.
a wind limit to where it just becomes unofficial after that.
But then where are you measuring the wind from? That becomes the next challenge
Yeah,
because the
sure.
wind like, there's like
We have like a jump system where it says like PR, but you have the wind thing next to
But
it.
the thing is like think of like the height though. Like someone like Max whose head's in the clouds, like the way he feels up there compared to, you know, someone else in this room that's not as tall. Like that might, you know, like you gotta think about the wind and all the different spots that way. It'd be so hard to measure.
I don't mind like having it wind aided or not. Like, I don't think they should measure wind. Like, I don't care that the world record's there. It's just tough now that like you see guys, you have to go to there to make the standard to make a team.
Yeah,
I just feel like that's the tough.
it's almost like they need to have like the separation of like how we have like indoor shot and outdoor shot.
Yeah.
Almost like they need to have like a discus or even javelin inside a stadium and outside a stadium.
Speaking of that, what was your favorite indoor facility meet?
Indoor facility meet. I don't know.
I think indoor Big Tens was last year in Indianapolis. That was a good.
fucking hated that.
The rain was hard. Like it was a tough meet.
Wasn't it? Is it that what's it called?
It's like the plastic.
The fiberglass, the
Yeah.
Johnny Sport. What is it called?
So it was a
It's just
Oh,
tough.
man.
It's so slick.
Well, that's what they had at Indoor Nationals my last year when it was at Boston, and I was like, all right, ring.
It wasn't that bad, but it was close.
Yeah, no, like
But the atmosphere in the place is really.
That's what I'm saying.
They have
Like
the
the way
sands
they
right there, and then it's
like the layout
upper
of the
deck is
facility
sick.
was sick.
My favorite place I've ever competed, but we never like. I don't know why they don't host like national or something, but has the Armory in
The
New
Armory
York
is sick.
is so sick.
Never been.
Dude, it's pretty much like
It's like an
Indianapolis,
order,
but it's like
yeah.
a lot bigger. There's way more stands like surrounding the entire shot put, like on the upper deck. It's pretty sick.
It's just like a super historic.
Yeah, and that
track.
place is so cool.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's big enough.
I think for me it would definitely be Boston's for where they had Indoor Nationals a couple years ago.
Mhm.
They had like it just looked really clean. It was
That was
nice. It was huge.
That's the same ring we had at Big Tens last year.
Yeah.
Because that one was an all white like plexiglass.
Yeah, it's like a
This was just like
fiberglass.
this was just like the Atlantic gray and blue ones that
Oh, I
you
would
see
say-
at a lot of the pro indoor meet.
Yeah,
It was super slick, which sucked with the chalk.
yeah.
Like it also helped because it got rid of like 80% of the people in the meet already. So
Yeah.
that was the nice part.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it was bad.
Yeah, that was what my biggest thing is. So then, like, when you guys know you have to go to a ring at different, like, if it's gonna be really slick, do you guys pack other shoes, or what do you guys do?
I didn't.
bet.
I know you did. You got those like rain shoes. That's what I think I want those, but
Wait,
we practice on the wood ring a lot. It's a little slicker, but even the wood ring isn't as slick as the one at indoor Big Tens.
hammer and weight are different because like Adidas shoes are already softer.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have an advantage in those, but it's more about being balanced.
It's a little different this year though, because Big Tens are at Indianapolis, but Nationals is at Arkansas this year.
Yeah.
Indoors and they
How'd you
the
know?
Indoors in Indianapolis.
no is at indoor Big Tens is at Indianapolis, but indoor Nationals is at
outdoor?
Arkansas.
After
Outdoor Big Tens, Nebraska. We're hosting. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
the
that,
bleachers up. They're
I think
started
they
putting the
probably-
bleachers up.
Yeah.
well, that's something I really wish I was around to see.
Apparently, the bleachers are gonna have like an overhang up top of it. I guess.
Is that the throws area?
Like a roof. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think we're going to compete over in the Oasis or in the infield? I think we compete in the infield.
I think it's infield.
No, I'm talking about the bleachers.
Discus for sure.
like
Discus
in be-
shot.
Discus and shot will be in the infield, and then hammer will be out, and then javelin will probably
Like
be in.
the building closest to the throwers area, they just connected that.
Hammer could
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Hammer could be on
Yeah,
the
it
infield.
has
Yeah, you don't want to deal with
the
it.
bleachers will be covered.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Well, also that the new indoors, we could throw in and out.
Yeah.
So this winter we'll be able to or hammer and discus.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that'll be something to check out for Nebraska.
One of the
I've never
one of the better.
Dude, no, I'll be nice and tan.
You'll be nice and warm.
Yeah, and
That will be sick though. Like it'll be cool to
I'm excited.
yeah, post Big
It's
Ten.
huge. I think we get the keys in October, so
That'll be sick.
yeah, that'd be really nice.
I haven't even maybe I'll drive by on the way home. I haven't seen it since I.
No, they're making progress. 'Cause
Yeah.
I work downtown, so I drive past every once in a while, and every time I look over, it's always something new put together.
Yeah.
Probably like once a week I take that way. That was one thing that was a bummer about Nebraska for me. When I went there, they ended up football built their new facility, knocked their track down, and then this global pandemic happened, and budgets got all screwed up. So I never had a home outdoor meet, except technically after the Olympic trials, there was a little for funsies summer meet over at the outdoor track.
Yeah.
So I think the facility record for the shot put's like 1920 something right now.
that
So
true?
yeah, no, it was something. I got done with trials, and one of the people that are pretty active in the like throws community for Nebraska, for like the clubs, they said, "Hey, we need someone for the adult category to compete. We only have one person. Kevin, can you do it?" And I was like, "No, I don't want to." And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Well, a lot of people couldn't see me throughout the trials, so I'll go." So I lifted like twice throughout the week and threw on my own a few times. And
That's all you need.
well, like you forget like those high school club meets when they say like, "Hey, shot puts at 10," they mean like 8 and under starts at 10 and all that. And I didn't think about that. So I had all my whole family out there. I'm like, okay, 10 o'clock will be there. I lifted beforehand because I wanted to just wake my body up. And I came in ready to go, and I didn't throw till probably like 4 o'clock. And so everyone got sunburned, and yeah, we threw in the one practice ring on the left that I never used.
Oh, really?
It doesn't even have like a sector. It's just
Yeah, and so
logs.
they had it set up at that point. And so it was funny. Like it was a facility I knew really well, except it was like an area I never used. So it was
Never
pretty,
throw it.
yeah,
you see they put up a wall behind the shop.
I saw that. It's cool. Did Maddie do it or?
They
did.
had the guys come in and do it.
Yeah, I remember Maddie dug the trench like just at the beginning of last year.
I know. There was a time my
it was
shop
a-
was would roll into that.
It was
tent,
just
so
a
it come
trench.
up
It
below
was
my
just a
feet.
trench, bro, for a
That's tough.
year. And I'm glad they finally put some, and then they like put the mats there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
We
like
don't wanna
rubber on
lose
one
that.
side now. Peyton
Yeah.
still hopped it with like the 14. No,
well, that's better. One of the first times I saw Peyton throw with us was at our old facility. That was like the end of the sector faces a really sharp hill and a creek at the bottom. And we would employ someone to be the goalie, so Peyton's wall shot wouldn't go down into the creek. And I think there's a couple of times, like, I think Ponzio had a few skip over, ready to go in the tall grass and look for it.
I've never seen Tally just send hammers into that river. It's just so many
Well,
times.
Training at the Rock was different.
It's like throw wherever. Most places, but
Yeah.
like a toe board is what you really need.
Or even
Especially if you're throwing chop with like
Disc, you could just.
and the
Berg, he always just trains in like some park and like it's not like a flat
yeah.
concrete surface, and he's just throwing it. Kieran McKay does something similar, I think. And
Yeah.
I think the only downside would be all the craters you make from throwing.
Kieran's a dog, bro. He's in like Montana in just the worst weather
I know.
for throwing. I want to know what his warm up is, bro.
I remember Kieran was just like the big shot disc guy when I was in middle school. Just like,
Yeah.
holy crap, this guy's a beast, because he was with like competing with Peyton and stuff at the
Yeah.
time, and Trevor. And he just switched to hammer.
Swiss
Dog.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
All right, what's the next question?
Oh, just kind of moving through the line here. So we kind of talked about like go-to routines. One thing that a lot of people are kind of sending in that we're curious about is if you had like a favorite shot put they like to throw. And I think kind of diving into that is like, does it matter like what size shot you throw? Or Henry, I know like hammers have their own little niche
Shot
things.
put at the end of it,
yeah,
yeah.
and a little shot put at the end of it. Yeah, I don't know how much that matters for like handles and stuff. I know like for me, if it was like a 128 or a 129, it didn't really bother me one bit, one way or the other.
I know this guy's bipolar with it. Like some meets you would throw my 125 because I prefer the 125. This guy was throwing the 128, and he's like, "Oh, I want to try yours." And he throws the 125 HPRs with it. I think I really like it. For whatever reason, next meet he's back to 128.
No, okay. No. At Big Ten, so leading up to Big Tens, I was like going in between the 125 and the 128. and I was kind of liking the 125 at practice, but we only have one 125. So like Max was using it, and then on my last throw at Big Tens, I used the 125 instead of the 128, and I threw a PR.
What'd you throw at
1990 with the 125.
Beat me by 1 centimeter.
Beat Kevin by 1 centimeter.
Knocking me down I'm not even gonna be on the top 10 list in a couple of years.
So
I think it only puts me at like 7th though, or 6th.
7th all time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7th or 6th all time.
No, and it is, and that's the crazy thing about Nebraska. Like before, Coach St. Clair came over, I think my sophomore year I threw 1927, and for the indoor list, I was put on like I think it was like number 5 or 6 all time, and I was like fighting for my life to throw farther, and I finally did, and I got back to where I started after like 4 years. I remember all these people that are like, "Oh, Kevin, how's it going? That was a big throw. Like you moved up the ladder." I'm like, "No, I'm back to where I was a couple of years ago."
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No big top 10 list. But back to
Back to what you're saying.
chocolate story is, and then the regionals was next, and me and Max were in different flights for regionals, so he took the 125 and I was using the 128, and it didn't go well.
Crazy
Oh, what did
story.
you learn?
That I'm gonna use the 125, and the 125 is mine now.
Okay, yeah. So 125. I also like a smaller ball, 125. Kevin likes 128, right?
Or to 120. I have
The
a
129.
I have a 129 actually.
He
It's
likes
closet
it.
next to me.
What are the wall shots? Isn't the wall shots like?
I think they're
128s.
120. They're either 128 or 129.
Maybe they're 129s.
Yeah. Discus. No, like I don't know what the high spin, no low spin.
Bro,
No,
but
cool.
you have you don't know. I don't know what rim weight it is at all. But you have the yellow discus. It's just yellow.
Yeah, that's all I know. It's
It's
just
yellow.
I don't know
Yellow
what it is,
discus
but-
Max's disc.
Well, because at practice we throw a different disc every day.
Every
Like, we're
single
used
day.
to, like, we're not the same
Yeah.
kind of spin.
We also don't
rate
throw our
and
comp
all that
disc.
kind of
We don't
stuff.
throw our comp disc in practice.
Yeah,
either.
yeah. So when you get to comp and you're throwing like a nicer disc, you're like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna go. This is gonna go better because it's a way nicer disc because we throw such crappy ones at practice.
Doesn't go
so.
better.
Yeah.
It doesn't go
Have
back.
you ever gotten in trouble for throwing
they
your
were
discus
hammered.
upside down?
Someone commented that one time. I had no idea what the heck they were talking about.
No, I got chewed out of practice.
You.
Yeah, I got chewed out of practice one time. I threw the
Like you're like the stickers need to be on the other side or something.
Oh no!
that's-
I was talking to you. You have to throw the discus on the same side every single side. So
Yeah, I don't-
the side that it
Yeah.
lands on every side gets beat up, and the side you throw on stays a little bit nicer.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just was like, this side with all like the stickers, it's kind of like a little more things to grip. I'm flipping it over, and then they're like, "What are you doing?" And I don't even remember. who
I
it was
learned
that
I
yelled
learned
at
that
me.
early in high school.
What side do you prefer though?
You pick whatever side, but once you pick a side, you got to stick.
I was usually the smooth side. Is the side I roll.
and leave the stickers on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I think.
Yeah. I think that's what most people do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm about to go get a DiGiorno pizza and just eat the whole pizza.
Is that the
Rook-
Cade Moran special?
Rookie,
DiGiorno pizza is my special.
is that your bulking meal?
No, it's just my go-to meal.
What about go to like?
But
your
I think my parents,
super-
I was talking to my dad about getting on that. Why?
Is it going?
Like Costco
Yeah.
pizza?
Yeah,
frozen
motor,
pizza?
motor city.
Dude.
pizza.
You like this?
It's so good.
What about
Costco is the move.
Yeah.
or Sam's?
Yeah, Sam's is a lot worse than Costco, I would say, but Sam's still is better than like a normal grocery store. I have Sam's, by the way.
I'm gonna call my dad
Yeah.
on the way home, try to get on our Costco thing.
Dude, Costco's
You
the
should.
move.
Just because I don't.
If you don't go to chain table, Costco is.
Just so far away too.
Yeah, it's far. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna go to Pan.
especially for me living. Lincoln's not exactly designed for high speed travel, so it's actually faster for me to go to Gretna than it is for me to go to the other side of Lincoln. So that's
No
kind of
way.
crazy. Yeah,
Because you do live all the way up here, though.
yeah. I'm in the
That's
northeast
right,
corner,
yeah.
so
I live by High
Lincoln's
P on
so big.
27th, and when
Yeah.
I want to go to Costco, it was literally like almost 30 minutes.
yeah. No, it's crazy.
Skip. I'm a comp, Polanic, or Dominator hammer guy, and then the Moneyball weight throw.
Oh yeah, Moneyball. How do you feel about the Moneyball? Do you think that's kind of similar to how like if you look at everyone going to Ramona to
that the white
compete in
and
the
red one?
discus? How like
Like-
if you want to throw far, it's like, oh, you need a Moneyball now.
Yeah, because I've had people literally come up to me say, "You only throw far because of the weight you throw," and I've like let them throw it, and they've actually thrown a little bit farther, still beat him. If he's watching, he'll know. But like, I think if you go to the NCAA meet without the Moneyball, like
It does not be
you're at a
prepared.
disadvantage. The issue is that Boston 2 years ago, every single guy had the same Moneyball, different color, and all of them were like too long, and like there was something wrong with all of them, but everyone had the same weight. So I feel like if you're at one of the bigger schools, like it's pretty
This
easy.
is standard.
Yeah. But
Call me-
show up with the old.
Call me crazy, but if you're seen in comp trying to extend your weight by jamming it down,
That's totally-
you have to be judged. For doing it. Like,
Yeah. No, there's definitely some people out there that are.
yeah, I can think of some schools I don't want to shout out, but
Shout out, no free shout out.
They might unfollow me at that point. Yeah, no, we got to keep the brand
No,
rep.
but yeah,
complete.
you definitely need. Yeah. It's,
Oh,
it'd
it
be kind of
cracks
like
me
throwing.
up.
It'd be like competing at a national meet in shot put with like one of the iron first place shot puts from like middle school. They're like not even circled.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know
an
what I mean?
egg.
Yeah.
Gosh. No, I know what you mean. 'Cause there's been some meets I even seen where you they just like really crank that middle nut of the weight, and then you see them in the comp just kind of.
yeah, there used to be like a hole that was allowed at like the bottom, and they could like try to get it through that. But now that it has to be strapped up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How funny in that
Before
meet, you're
that.
taking a turn and then the ball just launches out of the bag. I think the worst was
At the bottom.
well, we had one time at practice that Tally threw it over. We didn't have our net put together yet. It wasn't set up right, something like that. And he threw it over the barrier and it hit the track.
Story. There's a
Dude.
story about that. So it was the first day with the money ball, and coach is talking to me, and this is sophomore year. He's like, and I was second or third on the depth chart, and he's like, shows it. He's like, don't even think about throwing it. Like, you're not throwing it today. And I was like, all right. And I had a good practice. He's like, you want to throw it? And I was like, yes, sir. And he's like, him and or other coach Maddie, and they're like, just so you know, it's like tradition. Everyone always nets it on their first throw. Like, do not net it. This is such a nice ball. Don't net it. Down the middle of the sector. I go to lunch. I come to lift. I hear Tally threw it directly onto the track and broke like the sector.
It left a crater because
Yeah.
Nebraska, the structure to their indoor track is one of the only tracks in the world that's made of like a wooden structure that's hydraulic. And so
You cracked it.
yeah, it has a nice give. Like I liked running on it. Like if I had to run somewhere, like I felt like I was a little faster. But there was one day that I watched Tally put it in there and it left a crater in the ground. Like, it was pretty impressive. And it made me think, imagine that's how to meet. You're running like the mile of the 10K and you look over and you just see the guy next to you get sniped by the wave. Like,
Dude, yeah.
are you going to keep running or like what happens at that point? I think I'd probably just not even be phased. I'd probably just be like, oh, well, there goes that guy.
I'm just picturing out the corner of your eye. You just see someone running next to you. God.
It's like the comic with like the bird feather just flows down.
Gosh. No, yeah. No, we were just talking about like food and stuff to eat. Kind of wrap it up here. Last thing would be like your favorite like bulk bulk meal, where maybe not bulking, but like like you just finished like a hard day of squats and like money's no object. It doesn't matter. Like you're not trying to go get like a biggie bag or something. Like you're getting something large.
Yeah, I have two options: is going to Agave, pretty much Chipotle, and getting like double rice, double beans, double chicken, queso, cheese, lettuce, and just and like a double wrap burrito.
Stop, you're making me sweat.
So, or eating an entire DiGiorno pizza.
That's not a bull. That's a consistent.
That's consistent.
Yeah.
They're not. I can.
If
I
money's
usually
not
eat
the
all of
option,
those.
dude, the mac and cheese brisket, like, just a mess at Mulberry Barbecue. You know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Dude, yeah.
I have not had that.
It's like the shell pasta
Yeah, it's
noodles,
so-
you know,
it's,
like
like,
that.
so,
Just,
like, creamy.
Yeah, it's
It's
super
so
creamy. And then
good.
just put a bunch of brisket on top
And
of
you
it.
just throw
and, like,
barbecue sauce on
yeah,
it. Oh,
and,
yeah.
like pickles, like on the side.
You want to go get
Dude,
mulberries after this?
I do. I have to.
Dang.
Texas Roadhouse just
Yeah.
rolls
Rolls for Dave.
and then a nice steak.
Dang. Call me old fashioned, but I think two Caniac combos kind of hit the spot for me.
Yo, that's
I don't
not
even
bad
know if
either.
I don't think I can do 2K.
I can't even. I can barely do one.
Well, like
I'm pretty sure
I had to be really
low.
locked in. I've done it a few times. I've probably done it 5 or 6.
Oh,
Just hit me with pain.
Yeah.
that was the
Worst night
The
ever.
funniest thing was
Oh my! I just had like a flashback to just about exploding. No, if you no, it makes sense. I promise. There was a time it was Henry's birthday, like the first year in Nebraska, and we went. There's a place in Lincoln that has all you can eat sushi, and I'm a frequent flyer there, so I actually work right above it now. So now I'm really close. But they all you can eat sushi, all you can eat, all the appetizers, all that stuff. And as most of those places are, if you have any leftover pieces, they charge you like a quarter a piece or something like that. And I don't know. It was enough money that I couldn't make myself pay
I
it.
think it was $1.
And
We were distracted.
well, we went. It was Henry's birthday, and there was probably like a dozen of us there, and we were all stuffed. And I had a bunch. Max had a bunch
there too, and same with
Yeah,
Jess
Henry.
and
Yeah, Jess and Ashley were with us. Haley was there,
Agent just kept ordering.
and we thought we were done. And then all of a sudden, like all these like waiters show up with platters of sushi, and there was probably like 8 more rolls.
No, probably like 15, 20 more rolls just set on the table, you know, in front of everybody. You know, everyone was ready to be done, and
It was the point where I was like actually like concerned.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think we're
and,
gonna get out of it.
yeah, and so I think you were like, okay, everybody needs to eat like 20 bites,
yeah, we
and it'll be
did the
good.
math. We're like, all right, like if everybody has just like 8 more pieces or something like that, like we can make
An
it.
entire roll.
And then like there was like 4 girls there that just like didn't eat anymore, you know. So that's like doubling it for all the guys. that
And I
hadn't
was
eaten.
new
It's
to I
like,
was new to eating sushi.
Kevin was not putting in the work for how big it is.
No.
I was new to sushi. I was kind of scared a little bit.
Half of it was raw, so no go for Kev.
I was scared. If it's not like a piece of
I
shrimp with some
think
cream
it-
cheese.
Just getting violently angry at Paige. I had to eat. Like I was like pissed I had to eat that much.
It was bad, and it was Henry's birthday.
Having fun.
So
he was laughing.
well,
Silly.
we had a gift bag for Henry with like a candle in it. We took the candle out or whatever we had for him, and we started just putting sushi in the bottom of the gift bag.
I remember I just kept on folding up pieces into a napkin and just like putting them on my plate, just like a bunch.
It was bad, and I felt terrible after that.
That was
Yeah,
Or like a corn dog or something.
me, I had a corn dog. I had some crab
too
rangoons.
expensive. The ratio's off. So haven't
What
been-
was it? It was
been
like
a lot.
35 a person.
It was like 25.
It was
Now
20.
It's
It's,
like,
well,
it's
after-
35 now, but
that's 35 now.
yeah, but yeah. So long story short, I vowed to never get sushi with Peyton again, and then we got sushi with Peyton like a few months later, and it was the same thing.
Dude, I remember one time you took us to Blues or something like that, Blue Sushi.
Their happy hour.
Yeah, fuck the freaking happy hour. And so I ordered like a bunch of stuff.
Max
And
had
I thought
like
it
2
was half
bowls of
price.
Max had like
And it
2.
wasn't half price, and my bill was like so much money.
It was like 100 and something. And Max had like a couple bowls of soup, and it was like Max just chowed down. Like Max was having the time of his life. And then the bill came over, and he was like, "This wasn't on
That
sale."
was like all my money for the rest of the month. I just spent it at sushi place.
No.
The funniest was this last year when we were in Arizona, we peer pressured Brett to do a hamburger eating challenge at a restaurant.
Oh,
Did he do it?
He did it. It was like $45, and he got just over half of it. It was sweet peer. He did not want to do it. We just like kept. It was
Come
like
on,
me,
Bert.
Seth, Max, Herman, and Brett, and we just peer pressured him.
Like, guys, I don't want to do it.
We got into it, and it was this massive burger. It was like 2 pound. It was like each patty was like a half-pound patty. There were 4 of them, and then there was like lettuce, tomatoes, all this stuff. There was like buns in between everything, and there was like a pound of fries too. We didn't get them.
Didn't like not even close.
It was
My-
like, you had to do it in like 10 minutes or something.
Oh,
My official visit to Southern Mississippi, I had to do that. Yeah,
It was so funny.
that's
It was a
bad.
good time.
they had it was a triple cheeseburger. It was a half-pound patty each or something like that. 2 pounds of fries. But you had 12 minutes to eat the whole thing.
Not for me.
Yeah, I'm no Joey Chestnut.
I was like violently hungry. Like
Maybe
that sounds doable.
right now.
Dude, I was
Let's go.
talking to
I took
I think the only
I took my meds.
Krispy
Yeah.
Kreme.
Oh, I'm on diet too, so I can't. But
Krispy Kreme would be
Yeah.
probably the most enjoyable food challenge. But we did.
what would it be? A dozen donuts?
I was talking to Sam, and I was like, "What if we did 50, and it would be like almost 10,000 calories?"
Like 50 donuts?
Yeah,
That's
because there's
electric.
200 each. It was like
Yeah.
9,500 calories. I was like, "All right, that's like a week worth of food. Like we can't do it."
That's
But
solid day.
That's one. That's literally
We
that's,
could do
that's
that.
less than 1 day for Brian Shaw or Eddie Hall when he was training.
Michael Phelps, yeah,
Damn.
but that's crazy. But those, I think that'd be the easiest challenge would be fresh Krispy Kreme donuts.
I don't know. I think for
It's
me,
just like hating donuts by the end of that, though.
That'd be good though, because then you'd be a healthier life afterwards.
You probably get
I
caught.
think the most food I think I could eat right now that would be like I think would be impressive is I think right now if I went to Subway I could eat 3 footlongs.
Jeez.
That's okay.
I've eaten like 3 smaller Chipotle or like average, I guess, like size Chipotle burritos at
Like
once. And, like,
average.
people were like going crazy. I'm like, I don't think this is even
Freshman year, yeah, like I would do two bowls from Chipotle to bulk up.
2 bowls.
Yeah,
I remember you saying that because you say you went to Chipotle like every day.
yeah, because it was like the Husker Bucks thing, but at Penn State, and I hated Chipotle for like
What's-
2 years.
What's the most amount of eggs you've eaten in one sitting?
A dozen in high school for sure.
One time I tried doing the carnivore diet. And I had to put workout in the morning.
Just threw up.
For breakfast after I came home and I ate a pound of ground beef and 6 eggs.
That's
Actually, a solid.
And I was full the entire rest of the day.
what was the split in the ground beef? It was like a 93 or like a
I think it was just like 85-15 maybe.
85. Oh my god,
Is that the
That's normal.
That's normal.
85 is pretty normal. On my first days of my job, I brought a half pound of ground beef with some like spinach or something. Ate
yeah.
that. My stomach was just gurgling all day.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Like I had to force it down. But
Yeah, I literally just made like a Big Mac salad bowl, you know, like just like ground beef and then some lettuce and Big Mac sauce and mixed it up, and it destroyed my.
What hasn't, Max? What hasn't? This is a real question.
That's pretty.
okay.
There you go.
Hey, we're gonna have to do some editing to this
We're
podcast.
gonna have to end it
children.
there. We're gonna have to end it there.
I need to try King Kong, bro. I heard it's like Long John Silver's, where you
I
try
can't even
just
think
like a
about
drug
where
front.
that is.
It's behind her house.
Hey, there's a Long John Silver's down
It's
the
the one
street
with
from
the
here.
freaking gorilla out front.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's where I just have to
But I
try.
know there's another King Kong type restaurant in the city somewhere too. But that one that he's talking about has literally like gorillas like out front.
Yeah, you can like play on.
I might have to go try it. I'll let you know if I live.
Yeah. Well, you guys have anything else for this episode?
It's been an honor.
It's been an honor. Been a pleasure.
Thank you. We had to make sure we got Zim on the pod before he moves.
Howdy.
Yeah, he's being evicted from the state.
Yeah.
Being deported.
Cut.
Henry got cut.
Yeah, poor guy.
Tough scene.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for seeing our new format for this episode. Go follow these guys on social media. They're still going to be posting some cool stuff. Old man Big Kev over here. I don't know what we're doing anymore, so we'll see. Maybe some cool weight room stuff.
Bigger than Kevin for the first time ever.
I look literally like I'm 5'8".
Do I look small too?
We had to get the wide angle lens. There's a whole lot of beef.
I guess I am small.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, you are like smaller than Kevin.
Just a
but
petite guy.
you look literally like half the weight of Kevin on that thing.
I don't know.
It literally looks like he's
looks-
400 plus.
Pride shot.
Your biceps look even bigger than normal.
It's fake.
It, like,
Can you
for those who don't know,
flex?
I'm 300 pounds and
I'm 330.
I'm also 300 pounds.
Henry, can I get a bicep curl for like the?
I'm also 300 pounds.
Hey, how much you weigh right now?
I remember when I was.
You lost like 10 pounds.
I lost my. I
Go for it.
I lost weight.
That's pretty good for a beginner.
5.
397. 297.
The biggest I ever been was 365. That was life support.
I remember that.
No, it was bad. Yeah.
I was roommates with Kevin, and you would just hear him breathing, and I stop breathing, and I start breathing. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Dude, every time Kevin would walk in the kitchen, you could hear the plates and the cupboards just rattling together.
Well,
Damn.
no shame.
After being in the basement and living in the room below us.
Yeah, I think.
It's okay,
even,
Kevin. I feel you. I get it.
No.
Yeah,
I guess last thing. No, I actually did get a call from my landlord one time. They're like, "Hey, the people below you are mad. And you're like jumping around," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Well, like sometimes I'm just walking, and then I can just feel like the walls bouncing, like the plates are jangling around. But I think the worst part when I was at my heaviest had to be like breathing was kind of hard, and so I didn't ever want to CPAP or anything. That too, yeah. Yeah, Max banned me for being his roommate when we traveled for that reason. But
He'd be yelling at me when I'm trying to sleep. You want from me. I'm just trying to sleep. He's just like, oh.
I thought, there could be a problem when I needed to like have a fan at my face for me to sleep because like air blows into my nose.
If
and
you're
my
on your
throat.
side, it was fine. You're on your back, it's
Game over.
just game over.
No, I started choking. I think I knew
I'm
that.
worried about it.
Oh, I know. I think right before nationals, when we chartered on a small plane, I was sitting next to our athletic trainer. Shout out to Raph. And all of a sudden, as soon as we got to like peak altitude, I was like, I can't get enough air in here. I'm like, are you guys okay? And then Coach E was right there, goes, big dog, that sounds like a problem or something like that. I turned to Raph and I was like, Raph, I can't breathe. Is that like what's going on? He's like,
How much do you think Raph could do about it? Like, you're having a heart attack right there. You think Raph's saving you?
I think Raph is having open heart surgery on me right then and there.
Raph would have
Doing
to,
like
like,
jumping jacks
do-
on you.
He's like
do like
banging
CPR.
on your
Ref's
chest.
CPR would just be punching you in the chest as hard.
Are there any remembers?
jumping
You might remember my King K. Rule main for Smash Bros. Has
Oh
let me
my
die at
God.
that point.
I don't think anyone hated it.
See, that was the worst. Coming up from Arkansas at like
2
3 a.m. and just seeing Smash Bros. Screens
Dude,
light up the
I
whole
felt
bus.
so bad every like, everybody's face just had Smash Bros. In.
It was-
Just like 3 people wanted to
Yeah,
play.
we'd plug in the Nintendo Switch to the TVs for the bus, and then everyone would bring controllers, and then we kind of kidnap everyone to watch us play Smash.
Sometimes they would like watching us do
Oh yeah,
the first 10 minutes. It was
gang
fun.
beat.
I'll never forget Brooklyn Miller. I still remember this. She was like, "Oh, we could play Switch." It was like 2:00 in the morning. We had a 6-hour bus ride home from Arkansas, and she was like, "It's not gonna be that bright." I touched the Switch dock. Every TV in the bus, bright white light, and it wasn't like I could turn the switch off. There's a TV reacting to it. I couldn't do anything, and everyone was like, "Turn it off!" And oh my gosh, I got dirty looks for probably like a month. After
Well,
that.
I'm pretty sure we would ask, like, hey, does anyone have a problem with us doing this? You know?
I had the volume off, or at least play.
Yeah.
I think it was probably worse when I was play Monopoly from Lincoln to Oklahoma.
That was bad too. That was
I
really bad.
did not enjoy the Monopoly that was.
That was bad because the freaking burritos they gave us had beans in it, and I was like, it killed.
Yeah, Harry doesn't like his beans.
The
Yeah,
beans.
but anything else? Oh, well, alrighty. Follow these guys on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Spotify, or give us a follow on Instagram. And stay tuned. And thank you for watching the Throw Zone.